Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Miriam and I talk all about quilting, sewing, and lots of fun stuff here on this channel. So if you're interested, I would love for you to subscribe if you're not subscribed. We have a lot of fun over here. We do all kinds of stuff. I am out in the studio working on my next project for the actual studio. As you can tell, probably by the thumbnail or the title or both, we are working on our curtains this week. I'm not sure how far I'm gonna get on the curtains. I'd really like to get them done this week, but realistically, I'm not sure if I have enough time to get them completely done. But we're gonna make headway and it's gonna be great. Let's just jump right into it, all right? What we are working with, I'm gonna show you the space that we're working with. Oh, and I've also got a little bit more done out here as far as fabric storage and all of that. So I'm gonna show you that real quick and then we will work on the curtains, all right? Last time you saw the studio, we only had 2 Billy bookcases from IKEA over on this wall. I put another one together, so that is set up, and I've got my wide backings down here. If you don't know, I am now selling fabric, so that's why I'm getting all of this fabric storage out here. That's why I have bolts of fabric in my cabinets, and my cabinets are quite close to a window. And just to be extra safe, I want to make curtains. So I've got this large window on this side of the studio, and then if we pan over this way, I also have, oh, my UPS guy is here. Ha! I also have a window over here. Also, if you notice on this end, I have another Billy bookcase. I haven't put the doors on it yet, but I have another one for more storage. And I moved things around a little bit. So before I had this day bed right here, it was along this back wall. And actually having it against the window, it makes it look a lot larger over there, especially when you're in the space. Here, I'll show you. It feels a lot more spacious over here. It's very comfortable. And Obi still loves it because she can just look right out the window and be able to, you know, watch the birds and the UPS guy, which I'm shocked that she's not barking right now. She must not have heard him pull up. So that is good. But so that's what we've got going on. I have my comfy chair here that I can sit on with some quilts on it right now. But that is what I got done this past week. So I got those Billy bookcases put together. Almost. I'm almost done with that one. And I'm going to have more fabric to put in those. I placed another order. Riley Blake was having a crazy good sale on bolts of fabric. So I ordered quite a bit. And that will be filling up those cases. And then I will be stocked with fabric. And I will hopefully not have to place another big order. It's very stressful placing those big orders. But anyways, let me show you the fabric that I'm going to use for my curtains, okay? I'm really excited about this. Come on over to this side of the studio. Let's see. I'll set you down there. That works. All right, so for my curtains, I really wanted to do patchwork curtains again. If you don't know, I already made a video making patchwork curtains for my bedroom. And those were so cute. I wanted to do again out here, but maybe a little different. So I decided, with my mom's help actually, she recommended this, and I was like, duh, that is such a great idea. I'm gonna use my cake twist quilt pattern as the foundation, and I'm gonna make the blocks from this pattern. So this is what the blocks look like. They're just squares and rectangles sewn together with different fabrics. And then I'm gonna make my curtains and they're gonna look like that. So different fabrics, but that's the style that we're gonna go for. So I'm very excited about this. They're gonna look really cool. I have had this layer cake in my stash for at least 5 years, but this is a cotton and steel layer cake. It's called In the Woods, and it's just perfect. It's got a super cute fabric, leaves, acorns, snails. There's some mushrooms in there because you guys know I love mushrooms. Can't remember if I already showed you this or not, but oh yeah, there's the mushrooms. Really, really cute. So these are gonna make really cute curtains. So I'm going to use this And then I also cut up already some other just random fabric from my stash because I'm going to need a total of 70 blocks. As far as I know, the plan thus far is 70 blocks. A layer cake has 42 blocks or 42 squares, which gives me 42 blocks, and I needed more. So I cut up, let me show you. I already cut up a bunch of fabrics here that go along with my my choices with the layer cake that I chose. So same color palette, and it's gonna look really cute. These are just various gallery fabrics that I had on hand from my stash, just all kinds of stuff. Basically, to how I'm figuring out how to do this, there's so many different ways to decide how you want to make your curtains. I don't necessarily want curtains that go all the way down to the floor. That's just not necessary for me. I just need them to cover up the window because I don't want my fabric to fade, since I do have the glass doors right here by the window. So that's kind of the main reason why I'm making the curtains. And also, curtains just look super cute. So that's what we're doing. I measured across. So from the frame to frame in the window, it's 52 inches. And then from the top to the bottom is 36 inches. So I just need to figure out how many squares fit in that section. And I'm going to do it where it's 7 blocks across, 5 blocks down. So it'll be a little bit larger than 52 by 36, and that will be perfect. Oh, and the curtains I'm going to cut in half. So I'll be able to open them if I want. So they'll be halved. So in total, we're making 4 curtains. Do as much as I can this week. And if I get it done, that's great, but I probably will not. So we shall see. So I'm going to use those for the patchwork that's going to be in the building. And then on the back, since there's going to be raw edges all on the back, I need to close that up so the raw edges aren't exposed, right? And I'm going to use this fabric that I had in my own personal stash, which I also bought a couple of years ago, I think. And I'm going to do an experiment because I really want to see how much this fades as the back of my curtains, because I'm just really curious to see how quickly it's going to fade and how much it fades. So I'm going to use this fabric. Then for the actual curtain rod, I just got these really cheap curtain rods from Walmart that are like metal, and the ends look like that. It's like a little hook. These are just the curtain rods I'm used to, so that's what I got. They're single adjustable curtain rod, expands from 48 to 86 inches. So this is the right size for me, and I will hang those up at some point. But first, let's start cutting fabric. For this pattern, you just cut up your layer cakes into 5 different pieces, and that creates this really cool patchwork design when then you mix and match those different pieces and create different squares. And it looks really cool. All of the blocks are made the exact same way, and then you rotate them and it makes kind of a cool patchwork design. If you're interested in the pattern, it's available in my shop, physical or PDF. So I'm just going to go ahead and start cutting up these squares. So I'm going to do several at a time, maybe 3 at a time to save time. I'm just going to get my ruler, rotary cutter, and I'm just going to cut these up. And I'll play some fun music over this part because, I mean, cutting fabric, it's pretty entertaining, right?
Apart. I wanna stand my ground. Somehow I'll make you notice that our lives are bound. Oh, will you hear my heart beating for you now? I'm here standing by you every time.
I got all of my fabrics cut. Yay! So I'm just gonna stick them on my ruler so they're easier to move over by my sewing machine. So here's all the fabrics all cut up. Very cute. Now is the fun part. I love this part of making this pattern. I've made this pattern a couple of times and it's just, this part is my favorite part because you get to mix and match everything, and chain piecing is really quick. So that's what I like to use for this. So I am going to stick this over here, stick my phone over there, and let's go over to the sewing machine. Now I just get to sew. I get to sit here and sew, you guys. I love sewing. With my pieces, I'll show you these real quick. These are all my pieces. So first I need to sew these two chunks together. And I mix match everything. And there is no right or wrong way to mix and match everything. So I just grab the two pieces that I'm sewing together. I put them on my machine like that so it's easy to see. And then usually I'll make 2 different piles of the fabrics. Let's do it like this. So I'm not matching the same fabrics together, if that makes sense. I don't want to match, like I wouldn't want to put these two together because they're the same fabric, right? Cute little mushrooms. Oh, I love it. All right, so I am just going to start mixing and matching and sewing, and I'm gonna have a good time while I do it.
Left are the hopes I'm clinging on. I wanna stand my ground. Somehow I will make you notice that our lives are bound. Oh, will you hear my heart beating for you now? I'm here standing by you every day. Some say that I'm wasting time on all the things that I can't unwind. So when I reach out to you, I hope you will see it through. I've been longing for a friend, deep down in my heart. I won't lie to you again. I know it drove us apart. I wanna stand my ground, and somehow I'll make you notice that our lives are bound. Oh, will you hear my heart beating for you now? I'm here standing by you every
All right, so oops, let me turn on my microphone. Hopefully that sounds better with the mic. But okay, so I sewed all of those together. That took like, what, 20 minutes or so? Something like that. Now I just need to snip them, and then I'm gonna press the seams. While I snip this, let's see, what should we talk about? Oh, so I started my kind of series on business related stuff. Those videos, if you do not know, I'm gonna start kind of separating my videos a bit. So because I was finding each week I was wanting to talk about so much stuff and show you guys so much stuff, it just, I would prefer the videos to have kind of like one main point to each video, right? So this one is making curtains. The last video that I posted was me packing orders and talking about lessons I'm learning as I'm packing the orders, and so on and so forth. You know, my glue basting video, different free motion quilting tutorials I've done, that sort of thing. So I decided to start a series on my channel where I'm just talking about business related stuff. A lot of people are very curious about that, and I am excited to share what I'm learning and just different things that I'm doing. So those videos will be going out, tentatively speaking. They will be going out on Tuesdays, and I'm trying an evening upload or like late afternoon. So I'm putting them up at 5 p.m. Central Time on Tuesdays. And I'm going to try that for a while and see how that goes. I might not have one out every Tuesday, just kind of depending on how busy I am and kind of what's going on. I mean, if I don't have anything exciting to tell you guys about, then I won't make a video. But I will try my best to always have a video out on Fridays. Okay? Because that's my regular schedule. So yeah, so that series is going well so far. I mean, I put my first video up this past Tuesday. It's definitely not getting as many views, but that's totally fine. I'm not chasing views, you know? I mean, it would be really great if my channel got a lot more views, but realistically speaking, with quilting, I just don't know if that sort of thing is going to get a lot of views. You know, there's a few channels that are the exception. You know, Donna Jordan, she would get so many views on all of her videos. Her channel is still getting lots and lots of views since she's passed. You know, Missouri Star Quilt Company. These kind of like huge names are getting a lot of views, right? But just little old me, I'm not getting a lot, but I am getting several thousand per video, and that's exciting, and I am happy with that. I don't know, I think some YouTubers really focus on like the numbers a lot, and I'm actively trying not to do that just because I don't want to do that. You know, that's just stressful, and you have no control over the numbers. You have no control over whether people watch your video, whether they like you. There is no control over that. So I just try to focus on doing fun videos that people will like, but still staying true to myself and kind of how I like to do videos, right? So I've gotten feedback from people saying that they don't like how much I talk during my videos. They don't like that I'm chit-chatty. And you know what? Oh well. You know, that's a decision that I've had to make, that I'm not going to be super concerned with those comments. Does it get to me sometimes? Sure, of course it does. I'm human, and I'm a little sensitive, okay? It's just the way that it is. I'm having to learn how to just accept that I am a little sensitive. That's life, you know, but I'm trying to grow a thicker skin because I'm not going to be able to make everybody happy. I want to be happy with the content that I put out, and the content, I'm going to sit on my chair while I press so I can sit here and talk to you guys. But I want to be, why is the camera pointing up so high? My goodness. But I want to be happy with the videos that I'm making, and the videos that I'm happy making are the ones that I'm hanging out with my friends, talking about quilting and telling them what's going on. So if you don't like that sort of thing, if you want just straight up tutorials where there's no other talking or anything going on, then my videos are not for you, and that's fine. I don't know. That's something I'm learning to be okay with, and learning to not let bother me when I do see those comments, because I'm trying to be understanding of, okay, they're coming, they're wanting to quick tutorial and learning how to do something. They don't necessarily want to hear how my dog is doing or how my business is doing. Some people are completely uninterested in my business, which is fine. Not everybody's going to be, and not everybody has to be, and that's okay. You know, every video that I watch on YouTube, I'm not super interested in every little detail of every single person's life. You know, there's a few people that I really enjoy watching. I watch every single one of their videos just because I like them as a person. You know, why would it be any different for me and the people that watch my videos, right? So that's what I'm trying to remind myself, and I'm learning. I'm getting there. So, and when there is just a random outright rude comment, I have started just deleting them. Just because, you know, there's no reason for someone to just say something mean just to be mean. And I don't need that just sitting there in my comments. I don't want it. I don't want it there. And I have the power to delete them. So if I can, I will. And I just try to tell myself, you know, cheesy, everybody always says it, but when someone says something mean to you or rude to you or leaves a rude comment or whatever, it says more about them than it does about you. You can't change the way that they perceive you. I am 100% myself in my videos, so I don't, it's not like I'm putting on a persona and these people don't like the persona that I'm putting on. I'm just myself, and if they don't like me, then obviously, yeah, that would hurt my feelings if someone came up to me in person and said, I don't like you. You are so annoying. Whose feelings wouldn't be hurt if that happened, right? But, you know, when it comes to the internet, people can say whatever they want in comments, and there's no repercussions for what you say. And there's no awkward stares after you say something weird. It is what it is, right? I very much dislike that phrase. I don't like the phrase "it is what it is" because it just sounds like it's kind of giving up. That's kind of my perception of the phrase. But in some cases, that is the phrase that you have to say and you have to accept, you know, because for some things, it really is what it is. And there's nothing that you can do to change it. And that's okay. Anywho, I am just pressing all of my seams. Let me show you. Here's the little block that we've made so far. And I press all of my seams towards the smaller piece. They all get pressed the exact same way. So that's what I'm just working on and what I will be working on here for probably 15-20 minutes because I'm a little slow at pressing. I try to enjoy the process because I actually really dislike pressing, but I've learned to appreciate the step and really see how important it is. That's what I try to do. If there's something that I don't like, I try to like slow down and really try my best to enjoy it, and that seems to help. That seems to help sometimes anyways. Oh, this is kind of a patriotic looking block almost. Yeah, that's just what's been on my mind. I am very tired today. I don't know about you guys, but if I do not sleep well, the next day I feel just like a zombie. I'm just gonna finish pressing these and then I gotta sew the next piece, the next pieces together, and then do the same thing. Sew them together and then press them. And then I can start piecing everything together to make my blocks. So I will show you, once I have those other pieces made also, I'll show you the process after that point because I'm literally just doing the exact same thing I did. Chain piecing, pressing, getting them prepped for the final stage, which is putting the blocks together. So I will talk to you soon. All right, I have got my pieces made for my blocks. So let me show you here. I have 70 of these pieces, 70 of these, nice big stack, and 70 of these, which are the second pieces that I had to make. So these are all ready to be sewn together. So actually, first I have to sew the two smaller pieces together, and then I have to do the same thing. I thought I would record a little bit of that so you could see kind of that process, but it's all kind of the same thing. Again, sewing pieces and chain piecing, just mixing and matching stuff. That's what's so fun about this pattern. It's literally, you just mix and match. There's no overthinking. You can use as many prints as you want. You don't have to use layer cakes. You could just cut the individual small pieces out of scraps or fat quarters, yardage, whatever you want to use. Since I'm featuring this pattern in this video, I'm going to put this pattern on sale for a week. So if you would like to pick up a copy of this pattern, I will have it on sale for $10 in my shop. So check it out. It'll be linked in the description box below if you would like to get your hands on a copy of it. It's a very fun pattern and very versatile. You can use it for all kinds of stuff. The pattern includes sizes for a baby, or throw size quilt, but you could literally make more and make a larger quilt, make something smaller, do like I'm doing, make curtains. The possibilities are endless. I was actually thinking it would be really fun to make a shower curtain using this pattern. That would be really fun. I am just going to sew these. Zoom you in a little bit.
In a world of green, just like a dream, you and I standing wild and free, with petals so golden, the sun's warm kiss, a love so strong, a bliss. Whispers of the breeze, secrets unfold. It's you that I need, it's you that I want. When the world gets cold, it's you and me. When the sun comes back, you'll see. Oh, dandelion, the strength that you've shown, stronger each year. Look how we hold on through the toughest of times. We still stand strong. Through pavement we will grow. Forever we will grow. Deep within your eyes, I found a home. The love that we share can never grow. In your gaze, the world looks bright. Forever by your side. This town is quiet, serene and wide. You keep me warm and safe at night. No matter the season, we always bloom, 'cause you light up the gloom.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Oh, goodness. So it is the next day and I'm ready to get back to work. I got all of my pieces sewn together and pressed yesterday. I remembered that I had to cook Obi a bunch of food. I cook most of Obi's food, her breakfasts and dinners. I do buy her treats and stuff, but I cook her food and I had a whole bunch of chicken I had to cook up and I was already tired. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to go in and cook and get that done. And then we will come back out tomorrow. And today is tomorrow. I've got my pieces made. Now they're just ready to be sewn together. So I've got the bottom pieces and the top pieces. They're all ready and I'm ready to sew them together. Yay! I think we might be able to get at least one curtain done today, and the most important one is this one over by the fabric, so I'm hoping I'll at least get that one done today. Let's see what we can do. I went ahead and already edited the footage from yesterday, so then I'll just have to edit this stuff from today. Enough yapping, let's get sewing, because I am excited to see these blocks come together. Just like yesterday with the pieces, I'm just going to be mixing and matching, and I try my best to, when I'm putting blocks together, I try to make sure that none of the fabrics are the same. If it happens that some are the same, that's okay, but I try my best to just have all 5 fabrics in the block be different fabrics, because then that just adds to the scrappy, fun look of the block, right? I am going to situate the camera so you can see what I'm doing.
Oh, dandelion, the strength that you've shown, stronger each year. Look how we hold on through the toughest of times. We still stand strong. Through pavement we will grow. Oh, dandelion, the strength that you've shown,
there they are. They're all so stinking cute. So now I just got to decide what order I want to put them in. So I have my design wall behind me here. I don't think I'm going to be able to fit all 5 rows on here, but we'll see what we can do. But now I just get to put them up on the wall and see how I like it. Just going to zoom in a little bit here so you can see what I'm doing. And again, when I'm putting the blocks up, I just try not to have like the same fabric touching itself, basically. Oh, this is gonna be so cute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've only got 5 up there. Do I want to put another piece of batting up there? Because how many rows am I gonna be able to get? Let me see how many rows I can get on here. All right, so I am able to get all 5 rows on there. Yeah, see it. So I have all 5 rows on. So I am going to add another piece of batting so I can get my last 2 squares up there.
Hey, darling, can I tell you what's been on my mind? Sick and tired of the 9 to 5 in the city life. Hey, darling, we could get out of town, see the beautiful world around, wanna see it now. Pack our bags and get in that car, leave a little note and we'll drive real far. Let's get out, we can leave this city, let's drive to the open air. Yeah, the countryside is so pretty, with the wind blowing in your hair. We can look back someday, baby, don't you understand that we only get one life? I wanna make it count, honey, come on now and take my hand. Hey, darling, I love it when it's me and you.
One window. So let's do a close-up here. That's what it looks like. Oh, it's so cute. Like I said before, it's 7 across, 5 down. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna sew it all together as one big piece, and then I'll just cut it in half to make the 2 separate curtains for the window. Here, let me move back so you can see the whole thing. But I think that looks quite nice. Though I'm gonna be 100% honest right now, I'm not sure if I'm digging the colors, because let's think about this. My space is very like bright white, and I'm just not 100% sold on these right now. I'm really thinking about it, you guys, because I personally really like the fabrics, but I don't know if they make sense for curtains in this space, or if I should go for something maybe a little more simple, like just like a gingham fabric as curtains, just like a more simple curtain. Now I'm thinking about it, I don't know if I want the curtains to really distract from the fabrics, and I'm just not, I am not 100% sold on this. What I could do is I could make these into a quilt. Because I was kind of wanting to make myself a quilt for my bed for this winter. Because I actually don't usually use a quilt. Kind of funny. I make quilts. I love making quilts, but I don't actually use one. I feel like maybe I should have picked something a bit more subtle to be the curtains for this space, you know? I think I'm gonna end the video here, and I want you guys to give me your honest opinions. Am I just overthinking it about these curtains looking not great in the space, or do I have something there? I'm really thinking that maybe these aren't right, because I feel like something maybe a little more colorful and kind of playful looking would look cute for curtains, or just a really subtle like gingham or something. I think this might be a little too busy, I think, is part of the problem. And the colors are super like muted, and I don't know. I just don't know. I'm gonna have to really think about it. And I don't want to just rush into making them just because I want to get this done for this video, because I don't want to regret making them. And I don't want to have to, you know, in a month make another set. I'm going to think about it because I feel like something brighter and happier would be cute. And maybe just a more subtle pattern, like how I made my patchwork curtains for my room. The curtains in my room are just squares sewn together, and that worked. So I'm kind of wondering if maybe I should have just done that. That's kind of what I'm thinking right now. I don't know. I'll think on it. I'll see what you guys say in the comments. Maybe I will sew these together sometime this coming week. Sew these together anyways and kind of hang them up over there and look to see what it looks like and see if I like it. But right now I think I just need to stop because I'm starting to think like, I don't know if I like this for curtains. But I could make this into a quilt for my bed. So, and I have plenty of blocks. I mean, I've got 70 of them, so I could make a good sized quilt for my bed. I'm a little bummed out. I'm a little bummed out because I was really excited about making curtains, but I also want to make something that I really like. Or I could just do solid pieces of fabric of like a really pretty fabric that I like. I feel like maybe that might be a good option too. Yeah, I'm gonna have to think about it. I'm not gonna be bummed out. This is all part of the process. Take this as a learning lesson. It's okay to pivot. If you're working on something and you realize that this just isn't working, then you can stop. You know, you don't have to finish the project. You can always use the blocks for something else. And I'm really thinking that I should use the blocks for something else. I almost think that this would look really cool as like a backing for a quilt or something. Yeah, I'm kind of really bummed out. But I've still had a lot of fun making these blocks. I've had a lot of fun making the video. Thanks for watching this video. If you liked it, please give it a like. Don't forget to comment. Let me know what you think about the curtains. Am I just overthinking it, you guys? Am I? Because I do have a tendency to do that as well. Thank you so much for watching. Again, if you're interested in the cake twist pattern, it's going to be on sale for a week. So from now till July 17th, I'll have it on sale. So grab a copy if you would like a copy. And thank you so much for watching. Have a beautiful rest of your day. And I'll talk to you very soon, all right?
On
Bye.
the road with a couple